us to introduce Duncan Brannan. I was very pleased. Guys,
raise your hand if you want to ask a question.
all right, we're ready. Again, thank you guys for coming out to our event, ChuckyCon 2019.
Pleasure. This is awesome. You guys have done really good. Didn't they do awesome setting all this up? I'm so impressed.
Hello.
Hi.
It wasn't my contract. So. Just kidding. All right. So we have a couple questions for you guys. We're gonna kind of start. We're gonna kind of just rotate between them. Training. All right. So we're gonna go and start with a question here from Mr. Duncan Brannan. So I got one here. How did you start voicing Chuck E. Cheese?
That is a really, really good story. So I had never done voiceover. Chucky was my very first voiceover gig. I did not have an agent. I did not have a professional demo. I didn't have any experience at all in this whole thing. And I met Jeremy. Jeremy had just become a Christian not long before that. Jeremy led me to the Lord. We became friends, and we had a Christian band together for a while. So that was kind of our affiliation. And around 92, I guess, 92, 93, somewhere around there, we did a franchise convention in Phoenix, Arizona for Chuck E. Cheese. So Jeremy had been working out at Six Flags over Texas for a season. He'd been working out there, and he was doing, was it the Looney Tunes show? Yeah. Anyway, he was doing characters out there like they were here just a little bit ago. And we auditioned for the show, and he landed the part, and I was Munch. Interestingly enough, I was in the Munch suit. And they flew us out to Phoenix, Arizona. And we were clowning around while we were out there. I remember riding around in the car one day, and they had, y'all remember those crazy little plastic microphones that you can get at the souvenir counter at Chuck E. Cheese's? The ones that would echo a little bit and stuff like that. All things, there was one of those in the back seat, and I picked it up. And I started doing Scott Wilson's voice at the time, or as best as I could anyway. And Robert and Jeremy were in the front seat, we're driving around in this rental car, and they were just laughing. They were like, "Dude, you ought to audition for that." And I was like, "What do you mean you ought to audition for that?" And they were like, "No, they're looking for somebody." And I was like, "Really? They're looking for somebody?" So we went back home, and basically I went out into the garage, and we had a big soundboard, and I just put together the best demo that I possibly could, doing all of these crazy voices and this is what Chucky would sound like if he had more gravel in him, because I remember at the time he was like, "Hey folks, how's y'all doing? It's so good to see you, he's telling at the cigar in his mouth, these are the singing songbirds, the warblerbacks, He was very vaudeville, right? And and then you had Scott after that, and Scott, his voice was a step up from that, and they wanted to kind of evolve him a little bit more. And so I went out and I just did the best demo that I could. Now here's the really cool part. The next week after I put that together and sent that off to the corporate office, my friend Robert and I were sitting in Jeremy's living room, and we were just having a little Bible study. And this is so cool. Robert just has his eyes open. He's just looking in his Bible, and all of a sudden he just looked up at me and he went, I believe that God has a word for you. He wants me to tell you something. I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, what?" He's like, "He's going to give you this job." And I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah. He's going to send you into this field, and you're going to be a light for many people out there." And I was like, "All right, well, I guess we'll see what happens." So, about a few weeks later, I guess, and I get a call, and Gene Cram, who was VP at the time, and Dave Robinson, he was the entertainment director. Both of them were on the phone, and they were like, we heard your demo, we like it, it's the best one that we've heard and all that, and we just love to offer you the job. And I was just like, oh, you know, praise God, that's awesome, man, I'm so excited. You know, I was like, man, you know, God's been talking to me about it, I'm going to do this, I'm so great. And then they were just like, we're really glad you're excited, you know. But the really cool thing about that was that we had a chance to lead Gene Cram to the Lord not long after that, and then Dave Robinson. And just over the years, we've gotten to meet so many people, and you know, and really do that, to be an influence in life for a lot of people. So it's really cool to be here.
Absolutely. All right, so I got one for Jeremy. All right, what are your top 5 favorite songs you recorded as Jasper?
That's good.
We asked the hard-hitting questions here.
Top 5 favorite songs. Sing a song, probably number 1. Ace in the Hole is a favorite.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Let me think. I really like the one that my good friend Dave Walser, who has been engineering all of the audio for Chuck E. Cheese since 1999. He wrote a song called Arizona.
Yeah!
Arizona! I love that song. It was a lot of fun to sing. I really enjoyed it when we did Good Vibrations. That was really fun. And it was hard. It was really hard to pull off that song because, shocker, Beach Boys are really good at singing. And then probably, man, I'm just trying to go back in the archives. Probably Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Cheese Pizza, Pure Delight.
Cheese Pizza is Pure Delight.
Yes.
And that's because it's tied to that trip we took to Hawaii when we filmed out there, so. Yeah, and ruined all the costumes in the ocean. So.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Now this one's for Duncan. What is your favorite Chuck song or show that you have recorded that you remember?
I was telling my wife, Rolanda, earlier. That's Rolanda over there, y'all. That's my wife.
Hey, side note, did y'all know Rolanda was in the Ticket to Ride video?
Yeah.
Did y'all remember the Ticket to Ride video where they're in the grocery store? It was, Paper and Plastic.
Yes.
Paper and Plastic. She was the cashier.
She's also been, she was Pasquale in the Silicon Valley Showdown.
That's right.
Yeah. So she's been, she was home.
You were howling in the hot air balloon.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, she came in kind of last minute on a lot of different things to help put the ball over the goal line. My favorite song, you know what I remember? I don't remember the shows as much as I remember the songs. And I think my favorite slow song, I'll do favorite slow song, fast song. Favorite slow song was Louis Armstrong's Wonderful World.
Oh, that was
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
But the favorite fast song was Disco Inferno. That was such an awesome show. Jeremy did an amazing job picking out songs. And he was always really good because Jeremy's a very accomplished musician as well, so he knew my singing range. So he knew where I was strong and he knew where I was weak. So you could appreciate a good producer behind the scenes who knows how to put together stuff like that. Disco Inferno was Disco Inferno was a great song. That was a great song.
That was actually
one of my favorites!
Yeah!
Dude! That's the fun end!
All right, you got another one for Jeremy. Does it surprise you that you've been doing the voice of Jasper T. Jowls for almost 20 years?
Since I'm only 25, it's really short.
Yeah.
It's gone by really fast. I will say that. But it's been a blessing. It really has been a blessing to work with Matt Daniels, a really good friend, and Dave also, like I said. Sammy Davenport has done all the music since 1998. You know, even with all the changes through the years, it's been a lot of fun. I still enjoy it, although, you know, now it's like 4 times a year I go into the recording studio, whereas it used to be I lived, eat, and breathe Chuck E. Cheese, so.
Yeah.
Although I still kind of do, but in a different way.
In a different aspect of it. All right. Here's another one for Mr. Duncan. What else are you involved in besides voicing Chuck E. Cheese?
Like currently, you mean?
Anything in general.
So Chucky was, I'll take you back for a second. So Chucky was my first gig. And then through Chuck E. Cheese, that's how I met Bob West. Remember Bob? Bob was the original voice. And the original voice of Mascot. He looked like these. You know, that's how Bob and I met, and that's how we formed a relationship. And then that's how I heard about him doing Barney and all that kind of stuff.
This might as well be Barney Con too.
There you go, Chucky Barney. But the audition for that, when Shelley Atkins was working in costumes and all that kind of stuff, and she told me one day she came in because Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, you remember the PBS series for Barney? Chucky is a sponsor for Barney for a long time. And so she had come from a meeting out in Las Colinas where they filmed the show, we taped it and all that. And she came in one day and she said, they're looking for another voice. I think you ought to go audition for this thing. And this is when I was working at the corporate office now, and I was programming the shows and so forth. It was really cool. And I went on a lunch break while I was working at Chuck E. Cheese to audition for the voice of Barney.
Nice.
So landed that, and then that opened the door. Chuck E. Cheese did a video. You remember Chuck E. Cheese and the Galaxy 5000? You remember Funimation Entertainment? They're the ones who did the video, and that's how I met them and started doing anime. I went, and the day that we recorded the Chuck E. Cheese Galaxy 5000, the day we recorded that audio, they were in an old bank building off of Snow Drive, okay? Just, like Termite Terrace. It was just, there was no AC in the building that day. It was the middle of July. It's like 100 degrees outside and then like 105 inside. And they had a whisper booth, and it was hot. And in between takes, there was just, they had bottles of water out there, and I would get through the take and open the door from the whisper booth, and there's like steam pouring out. It's just so hot through the windows. And every time I opened the door, Barry Watson, the producer, was just like, I'm so sorry, man. This is so unprofessional of us. We feel so terrible. And it's like, man, don't worry about it. It's gonna be great. And in the middle of recording that, we just hit this stream, and man, we were just landing it in one take after one take after one take. And that's where I got the name from me doing voiceover and production was One Take Wonder Productions, because that day he's like, dude, you're a one take wonder. You're a total one take wonder. And then after the session, he was like, man, would you ever be interested in doing anime? And I was like, yeah, sure. And not long after that, started doing some Dragon Ball Z and then GT and so on and so forth. So.
Who did you voice in Dragon Ball?
So in Dragon Ball Z, I did Bobbity. You might remember.
You're under my power right now.
Bobbity was one of many, and still doing stuff for Funimation right now.
That's awesome. Okay. So this one's another one for Jeremy. So how did you get the role for Chucky in 97-98? Was there a scheduling conflict with Duncan, or was it just a test? Just kind of curious.
I don't even remember.
You don't?
That was a long time ago. It was before most of you guys were born, so. Oh snap! No, I really don't remember why we filled in for one show, but regardless, it was a mistake. I would say that, and I wish it had never happened.
Oh my goodness.
So you could put that on record.
Let's see.
You were actually singing the Galaxy 5000, which believe that was the loudest noise last year.
Last year's event, we had the Galaxy 5000 Chucky make an appearance. It was honestly, it was almost a throwaway live stream. I didn't expect it. I personally did not expect it to get the reaction. I got the biggest roar of anything that we had at last year's event.
You guys transferred it to digital or DVD so you can watch that?
No. It was Chucky that came out.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that's when we had we introduced the animatronic
Yes.
heads
With the blinking eyes and
for the
stuff.
characters, and that was it was a total experiment. Rolanda had worn one of those, I think, for that production too. Yeah. So and some of them had little servos inside, and we were behind the scenes. I was wrangling, and I was building some of the props for that show. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was always worried they were going to catch on fire.
earlier about how hard it was to wear those.
Yeah, they had Nike had battery packs in the back. I mean, the whole thing was just wired up. I mean, it was kind of like wearing a bomb on your head. It was so unsafe. And every once in a while, if a battery started to go out, an eyelid on one of the characters would be like. It was like, okay, is the character having a stroke? No, we need to change the battery. Just bring him over carefully.
Oh my goodness. Gotta look for Duncan real quick. Favorite memories at Chuck E. Cheese?
I think over the years, I think my favorite memories are when I meet people. When I meet some of the people that Chucky meant a lot to, obviously means a lot to you guys. But I've got to meet some people over the years. I've met kids in hospitals. And I've met, kids in hospitals doing Barney.
Wow.
You get an opportunity, when you get into a field like this, you get an opportunity to meet different people. One of the gigs, and I'll kind of segue for a second. One of the gigs when I was out doing the Roach stuff with Barney, we went to a children's hospital and we visited cancer ward, terminally ill children. And it was one of the most meaningful and impactful moments, I think, in my voiceover career, because I got to see in that moment, I got to see how important this stuff really is in bringing people joy. You bring somebody some happiness in the middle of their day when they're going through something like that, and they're the heroes. They look at us and they think we're the heroes. And when you can bring joy and happiness to somebody in that place, it makes your job a lot more special. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what makes it.
So Jeremy, I got an off-the-wall one here for you. Don't worry, it's not that off-the-wall, I promise. Well, what was it like doing the early 90s performances as the characters? Because I remember you were a costume character early on, correct?
Yeah. So my first job with Showbiz Pizza was in
You're dating yourself.
1990.
Woo! I saw that.
So, and I was actually working in the Southern Palace at Six Flags in Texas at the time. I just blew a breaker.
Oh, no.
Telling the story.
They go reset.
So high powered. No. I was asked by the producer of that show at Six Flags if they knew I had done the Bugs Bunny show prior to going over and singing in the Southern Palace. So they knew I had walk-around experience. And they were like, hey, the Showbiz guy needs somebody to do a training video. And so that was Chucky's March, was the very first video I ever did. Make sure you stretch before you perform because, muscle pulls can be painful and embarrassing, stuff like that. And so that was the first time I really performed in Chucky, was at Chucky's March at the Irving, Texas location.
Oh, the one with the pure, what was it, Good Vibrations on the show, right? I think that was
It's either Good Vibrations or I Get By With a Little Help from My Friends.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So guys, that was almost 30 years ago. Anyways, so, it was hot. I remember it was really hot all the time. Because when I did it, it wasn't in the store really, it was on video. So I was kind of the go-to Chucky for all the videos in the early 90s. So you're underneath the hot stage lights, and they're making you do multiple takes. You've done this before.
Oh yes.
So you really could answer this question. I mean, it's exhausting, it's hot, it's tedious, but it's also really fun. Like you're I don't know, man. It's just a unique experience, and I'm proud that I can say that my career at Chuck E. Cheese started as literally being inside the rat suit, because a lot of people joke with me about that. Like, oh, you work for Chuck E. Cheese? You wear the rat suit? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did. You know, and so I don't know. I have good memories of it. You know, Duncan's done it. Also, Joanna's done it. My wife was in videos early on. We did a whole series of videos in Florida. At Disney in 94, 93, 94.
Part of those two?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. My stream with Chucky has been sort of continuous since October of 1990. So I've never had a year where I didn't do something for a company. Even when I wasn't working directly for them, I was like a freelance or whatever. So that's a long rambling.
Yeah, the Florida gig, it was so hot out there. And filming, we're out on the beach, doing volleyball and stuff like that. And I mean, we were in those costumes roasting. And the saving grace of that was Shirley Atkins had gone to Cowan Costumes to create the cooling vests.
Yes.
You remember those in the store, the cooling vests? Okay, that came from the Sahara Desert that we had to record on. It was like, we would put those things on, you know, and it would be like,
that was the video Rob almost like died, drowned in it. He's like going out into the water in Munch, or I can't remember who he was playing, but he dove in, and his helmet, like the head filled up with water and started sucking him down. And we're all like,
it's a swimming pool.
Oh, that's what it was.
It's a swimming pool. Yeah, and they got through with the shot, and Rob was like, "Okay, y'all watch this."
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
That's Rob would do.
Rob, 150 pounds when wet, you know, and he jumps into a pool, belly flops in a costume, and he hits the water and just goes smack.
Yeah.
And it was just like a cartoon. Literally, he just sat on top of the water for a second. And his body started sinking, and the head was still up here on top of the water. He's slowly filling out the water. And he's just sinking down to the bottom slowly, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, Rob's gonna drown!"
He's okay. He's okay. He's still alive.
Nice. Because we only use them in the shoes. I really hate using one of them, and oh my gosh, those are a game changer when you actually got those on. All right, let's see. Got another one. Got another for Duncan here. How did you like being able to cover iconic songs throughout the years?
Wow, you know, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Like I said, Jeremy did such an amazing job picking songs, and we had a good relationship. You know, we had priority, and so I could call him up and go, "Hey, have you thought about this song? Have you thought about, this one?" I think the funnest ones were still all the retro songs. You know, when we did something from the 80s, when we did something from the 90s, because there was so much instant recognition, even when you turn one of those songs on the radio on today. But I loved it. I loved going in, and I loved recording for Chucky, working with Dave Walser, all of that. Most of the time I was there recording by myself, and it'd be just Jeremy overseeing the session, and then Dave in the other room, and all that, and then the guys, the rest of the gang, they'd come in later on and add harmonies and things like that. But that's some of the best times right there, is just going in, and we work like the devil to learn the music and so forth, because we go in and we wouldn't do it over 2 days, like this or whatever. We'd go in and we'd crank out all 6 songs, and then a live show also, and we do it in 1 day,
and the scripts, all the audio, the lines, and everything in 1 day.
Yeah. So.
That's awesome. All right, let's see. I got another one right here. Here is a good one for Duncan. How did you learn to sing in Chuck's voice?
Experimenting, really. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I grew up watching Looney Tunes, watching Bugs Bunny and Daffy, and bounce all over the screen, and watching Hanna-Barbera cartoons with the wacky races, and all of a sudden I'm really dating myself right now. But I grew up watching cartoons and stuff, so forth, and I would just sit there watching the cartoons, on Saturday morning, and just imitating voices like that. So it's just something that I grew up doing, and then, the more I did it, the more I liked it, and I noticed that, eventually, hey, people laugh when I do this stuff.
Well, and I like that too. Like, he's an extremely talented actor too. Like, he doesn't just do voices, he's actually a good, a trained actor, and he has acquired those skills to know how to sing a character and not ruin his voice. That's actually something that you need to train to do.
Yeah.
That benefited him also.
When we did that, the earlier evolution of Chuck, when we were coming out of the Scott Wilson era and into that first one, that voice was harder to do than the evolution that we did, because when you start grinding on your chords like that all the time, it's rough on you. And so when we actually cleaned up, Chucky's voice and made him,
Softer and more friendly, and took out the edginess, from the backside.
and all that, it was easier to do the sessions and crank out the songs and stuff. So.
All right, let's see. Okay. We're going to take just 2 questions. Hang on, this is very heavy. All right, we're going to take 2 questions from Jeremy from the audience.
Okay.
Anybody's got 1 question?
Got it.
Good.
Let's see. Okay. I've got one in the back here. Ryan.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about Boyce and Jasper?
What is your favorite thing about Boyce and Jasper?
We got some hard-hitting questions here.
Stacks of cash, man.
Stacks of cash. Bring me that cash money, is all I'm saying.
No, I'm just kidding. They don't pay that well. I don't know, man. I just like doing him. He sounds a lot like me, as you can tell. It's just, all I do is, for Jasper, is
Put him up here behind my nose. That's all I do.
So, I think it's just fun, and that's really the short answer. It's just enjoyable. So.
All right, and then also over here.
Hi Jeremy. I do have one question to ask you.
Okay.
Have you done any work outside of CEC?
Oh yeah, lots of work outside of Chuck E. Cheese. So my whole adult life, I have moonlighted as a music minister for 4 or 5 different churches over the years. I'm actually currently a director of contemporary worship at Grace Lutheran Church in Arlington, Texas. I also have done, I have a children's theater right now that we operate called Texas Theater for Young People. That's a nonprofit children's theater that trains young people for professional careers in theater with a partner of mine, Joe Sturgeon, who's also a professional actor. I'm working right now at Parkway Construction and Architecture as a senior project manager, and I'm actually, this is really cool, guys, I'm heading up all the remodels for Chuck E. Cheese right now. So my team is actually going out and doing all the remodels. So it's weird, I feel like God had me, I don't know why, I've tried to get away. I really have from Chuck E. Cheese. I'm not even joking. Man, I'm going to try to get out. I can't get away. I don't know what God has for me there or why he keeps bringing me back to Chuck E. Cheese, but I'm there. I literally still get paid a salary by Chuck E. Cheese, even though I work for a different company. They pay my salary. It's so crazy. So you tell me, coincidence? I don't know.
I think not.
So,
I think not. Definitely not.
but I've done a lot of different stuff. I also have done voiceover professionally for other things, like the company that did all the stuff I did for
You
me.
did Santa Claus?
I did.
I want to hear Santa Claus.
I don't even remember how I did it. I don't even remember how I did it. No, it was actually at Burl Ives. I remember it was at Burl Ives. It wasn't Santa Claus. It was Frosty the Snowman or whatever. But they wanted it like Burl Ives. Anyways. which I can't say anything on camera. He's not too serious. So. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
I can keep going.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, I got one right over here.
What would you say to those Christian fans out there?
What would I say to Christian fans?
Yeah.
I would just say that the most important thing from my perspective to remember as a Christian, as a believer in Christ, is that God's grace covers a multitude of sins. And certainly in my life that's been very, very true. The older I get, the more deeply I appreciate it.
I think for Christian out there, I think number one, I think of how I got involved in that whole process. It was an appointment. It was a divine appointment for me to get involved with Chuck E. Cheese. I couldn't have orchestrated that. I told you I didn't have a demo. I didn't have an agent. I didn't have any of that stuff, and so forth. All I had was an open heart, and I wanted to use my gifts. I wanted to use my gifts to glorify God. I wanted to use my gifts to bless people and so forth like that. And I think he saw that. I think he saw that heart. I didn't, before I met the Lord, I was all about me. I was totally all about me. Jeremy knew me before I became a Christian. I was selfish. I was self-centered. I was a jerk. And when Christ came into my life, it turned me around 180 degrees. And instead of wanting to use my gifts to glorify myself, I wanted to use them to bless other people. And so when he turned that around, and I had all that training in theater and stuff behind me and all that kind of stuff, I was like, okay, God, how do I use this to glorify you and bless people and so forth? And, as I just started seeking him in my life, he opened those doors. And so I would say to Christian fans out there, make sure you offer your gifts to the Lord. Because if you do, you never know what it can lead to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You never know what kind of doors it will open.
Amen.
Absolutely. So we got another one for Duncan. Kind of ties into a little bit here. But what advice would you give to somebody who is wanting to join the entertainment field?
Number one, I think start with what you're passionate about. Start with what really lights you up. Okay, if it's singing, then work at being a really, really good singer. Okay, if it's voice, work at becoming a really good voiceover. Get the training.
Oh, yeah.
Don't just show up to an audition with a lot of passion, but with no experience or training. If you really believe in it and you really want it, then prepare for it. Work hard at it. And I did. I trained. Jeremy trained to do what he did and stuff like that. And so when those opportunities came, we were ready. We were ready when the door opened, for the audition. Just work at it. Work really, really hard at it, and do your best to be the best at it. And if you can come up with a way that somebody else hasn't done it before. I think that was the other thing with Chuck E. Cheese. When they wanted to go with a new direction, they didn't know everything that they were looking for. They just knew that they wanted, they kind of had an idea. We wanted not to be so much like this, but we wanted something else. And that's so much how it is when you do a voiceover. You go in and they're like, all right, can we do like 3 more takes? And, would you just, Duncan, could you, I want you to sound like, like you're right there having a conversation with him. Okay, that sounds good, yeah. But like you're also halfway across the room, but not yelling. What?
What I would add to that is it's really important in the entertainment industry to be who you are, like be authentic. Like that's like as a producer, that's like gold. That's why Duncan was successful, because he brought himself into the recording studio. He brought what he brought to the table to the recording studio. It sounds redundant, but like if you're trying to be something that you're not, even as an actor, you have to bring something of yourself to the table every time you do that.
Can I tag on that for a second? Years ago when I vacated the office and Jared was coming in, You know, I said one of the things that I said in the interview was I said, you know, I pray that a lot of people have been blessed and touched, done over the years. I think this is about right. I said, you know, I just pray that I had the opportunity to touch a lot of people, and so forth. And what I meant by that was, you know, when I would go in to do a session, I prayed before a session because I knew that what I was doing was important to some people out there. I knew that you know, I had a chance to bless kids at their birthday and for families that were going to the restaurants and stuff like that. And so forth. I knew that I had a lot of people's happiness in my hands. Can I say that? And I took that very, very seriously. So when I sang a song, I tried to really put in my mind and in my heart singing to those kids, singing to people, and really wanting, you know, to bless them, you know, to bring them some happiness.
All right. Well, I think that covers all the main general questions that we wanted to go ahead and do. Again, just want to say again, thank you guys for coming out here again for this event. We really do appreciate you guys taking time out of y'all's schedules. Come out and so they're gonna go ahead and stick around for a little bit. They'll be taking pictures and signing autographs and stuff as well for you guys.